Hi, Illece Buckley Weber here, Mayor of the City of Agoura Hills, and I'm sending out a new address today. If you didn't see last week's address, it's on the website. Feel free to go to our website to see that. I wanted to start by telling you about these public health orders and let you know that they are legally binding on the City of Agoura Hills. They're coming from the county and they're coming from the governor. So we intend to abide by these. We have to abide by these, and we just want you to know that when you read something and you don't agree with it, understand that by law, the City of Agoura Hills must comply with it. Things are changing quickly. Those orders get issued almost every day where the county is trying to figure out, for example, nail shops are now closed. They weren't closed last week. So bear with us, go to the website, the orders are always there. For the most part, we have been very pleased with how you are handling the social distancing. We've been driving around, we see people at parks being mindful of the 6 feet rule, and we're very happy with that. And I say for the most part. Last Saturday things got a little out of control, but we're hoping that in the next few weeks that you're going to learn even more about social distancing, so hang in there and help us work with that. And what it means is if you see people standing behind you in line at one of the supermarkets and they're not standing 6 feet away, please just nicely say to them, would you mind stepping back a few feet? It's important that we're all in this together and that we're really mindful of that 6 feet distance. That's how we're going to overcome this. That's how it's going to work. So please work with us. So I want to share some updates with you. The first is the county has listed Agoura Hills as a city with 3 confirmed cases now. We don't have any additional information to give you, and we won't be getting additional information to give you because these people have privacy rights. We don't know if they're hospitalized, but if they're not hospitalized, they are self-quarantined. So just be comfortable with that. As you've probably seen, many people across the country who have become victims of coronavirus, they are going onto social media and being interviewed by the press because they feel comfortable sharing with the rest of us what they're going through. But that's not for everybody. Some people want privacy. They don't want to be on social media and let everybody know that they have been afflicted with it. So please, as a community, let's respect their privacy and let it go. And the most important thing is, we just pray for them and hope that they will get well soon and that their families will also be safe and get well together. So the important thing is it doesn't really matter if we have 3 cases in Agoura Hills or 50 cases in Agoura Hills, because our conduct is going to be the same, and that is stay home except to go get essential services, and when you're out and about, to practice social distancing, which is being 6 feet away from each other. This is what we need you to do. We need you to continue washing your hands with soap and water. We need you to continue using hand sanitizer whenever you can and clean your surfaces. And you will get through this. Again, we know that it will be behind us someday. We don't know when that will be. As of right now, the county and state orders are through April 19th. And we hope that shortly after that, maybe we'll be able to start to resume what our normal life was. Scary and lonely time. We are all scared. We are all anxious, and we are all feeling a little lonely since we're separated from sometimes our parents, our children, and our friends. So on the website of the city, please go there and reach out, and you'll see that we have listed some services and resources to protect your emotional well-being, which is very important to us. So don't hesitate, don't be embarrassed. Reach out and get some help if you need to at this time. You are not alone. Those resources are quite busy because everybody's feeling overwhelmed right now. So please do reach out. 2 important messages from the Department of Public Health yesterday. If you have been tested for COVID-19 and you are waiting for results, assume they come back positive. Please do not go out. Please self-isolate while you're waiting for the results. Contact your family members and your friends who you've been with within the last 2 weeks. Let them know that you've been tested and that you're self-isolating until you get those results. You can go on the County of Los Angeles Public Health Department website to find out exactly what to do if and when you get a positive result from coronavirus. Emergency rooms, they are for emergencies. The County of Los Angeles really wants us to get this out to you, that you cannot walk into an emergency room and get tested for COVID-19. That's not the way it'll work. So we want you to stay out of the emergency rooms. If you're showing symptoms and you think you might be a victim, then call your primary care physician, who will then order you a test, and they will tell you where to go to have that test taken. So please do not go to emergency rooms. They're not going to give you the test. You have to go through your primary care physician. If you don't have a primary care physician, dial 211 and they'll help you find someone who can talk to you on the phone, and you'll go from there. A lot of you have reached out about volunteer opportunities. Thank you so much for that. Volunteers are needed. So if you go onto the website, you'll see a list, and we thank you very much for your service. Also on the website is a list of restaurants that are for takeout and delivery, and the Department of Public Health reassured us yesterday that it is safe to get food as takeout or to be delivered to your home. And all that we would ask you is, if you're going to pick up that food, practice social distancing while you're waiting for your turn to pick up the food. That's what's important. The California Grocers Association has asked us to encourage you not to load up your cart. There is no problem with the supply of food. The problem is that people are overbuying right now. So please, just buy what you need and go back to the market a few days later or a week later, whatever. There's plenty of food. They just need you to not shop so much. And we thank all of our local supermarkets and food stores for practicing social distancing, and it's on our website of which markets are, what their hours are and what they're doing. And again, if you see them not practicing social distancing, or people inside are not, just gently remind them how important it is for us all to stay well. I want to let you know again that City Hall is closed, but be assured that our city employees are working at home to make sure that all essential services are delivered just like normal. And what we'd like you to do is, if you need to reach out, just go to the website. There's email addresses for each of your council members. We're getting emails from you. Thank you so much. We turn them over to staff, and staff is able to work from home and respond and help us get through this difficult time. So don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. I also want to let you know that we've received notice that there is a lot of hacking and phishing going on the internet. So please be extremely careful. If you're going to open up a link, make sure you know where it's coming from. These are tough times right now, and the hackers and the phishers are really working hard at trying to get your identity and your personal information. So make sure that you have double checked where the link is coming from. Be careful. This is a great time to have a conversation with your children and your family members about phishing and hacking. You can't be too safe right now. Update on the parks. As you may have already heard, the parking lots at the beaches are all closed. The parking lots at state parks are all closed. And MRCA and Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy properties, not only are the parking lots closed, but the trailheads are closed. So you won't be able to do that this weekend. However, as for city parks, our parking lots are open, our restrooms are closed, and our playgrounds are closed. We are desperately trying to keep our green and open space areas open for you. We know that they are a critical resource for you to get out of the house, but we do need you to practice social distancing. If you don't practice it at the parks, then we will have no choice but to take the next step, which we do not want to do. So please, we've seen you do a good job. Keep it up. It's so important. And do try and get outside and take a walk and visit our lovely parks. But again, 6 feet away. We appreciate that. We're still working on ideas to keep you engaged and entertained. You're probably seeing local channels on television, as well as the LA Times are publishing all kinds of fascinating books to read, resources for coloring contests. So it's all out there, and we're compiling a list that we'll put on our website as soon as we can, and so that you'll have something to do. And again, don't forget to document it. Take pictures. We're going to want to know how you got through the coronavirus scare. So please keep in touch with us, and we'll let you know what we're going to do with all of that. Remember, we're asking, this whole exercise in staying home is so important, and the more we do it, the more lives we save, and the sooner this will be behind us, and it will be behind us. So again, stay home except for essential services, and when you do go out, practice social distancing. So in closing, I'll say it again, stay home, stay safe, stay in touch, and stay 6 feet away from each other. And if you need anything, just let us know. Thank you very much, and stay healthy.